This is the Lessons Learned, No Guarantees podcast, where we talk about current events, parenting, marriage, relationships, feelings. Aw, that's cute. No topic too insignificant to discuss and speak with some of the best humans on the planet. They will keep it real and keep it moving.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lessons Learned, No Guarantees podcast. Please make sure to visit our website at lessonslearnednoguarantees.com, where you can find all the latest episodes. Let us know if you have any topic suggestions for us, and follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, and everywhere you listen to podcasts. So today, I'm on the red chair. My name is Jose. To my right, I got my man Davey.
Dímelo, mi gente.
To my left, I got my man Pedro.
Que lo que.
I got J-Lo in the chair as well.
Hey, hey.
Today's episode is about having a young, successful mindset. Our guests today, J-Lo and Pedro, very good friends of ours, and they're going to talk about the things they've done to build a successful partnership and give us some information and knowledge on how to build that successful mindset and let us know what they've done to be where they are today. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Hey, go ahead, Pedro. Tell us about you and J-Lo.
What it do, people? My name is Pedro. Say I've been around these guys for a really, really long time. They've been my friend for a minute now. You know, I came to this country when I was ninth grade year in high school. No English, nothing. You know, I never put a barrier in front of me. You know, I was one of the ESL students. You know, I was, shout out to, Woodrow Wilson High School. That's the school that I went to. You know, they really taught me a lot. I actually play bass for myself because I'm from Dominican Republic. You know, that's all we do. You know how we go.
Shout out to DR.
You know it.
By the way, everyone, I'm Dominican and Pedro's Dominican.
So they're going to be the loudest
Can't separate us, you know.
It's going to be very loud today.
I thank God I had, the skill to play baseball. I got a scholarship to play baseball at Grambling State University. My senior year in high school, it was great. I loved it. Sadly, I had some, health issues while I was there. So when I had to come back home, I couldn't play as much baseball as I wanted to. Given the fact that those health issues kind of put me living in a bubble, I couldn't do much. I have heart problems right now. So I really couldn't do much at all. I didn't let that put a stop to my life. I knew I wanted to accomplish a lot of things at a young age. I knew I wanted to get married. I knew I want to, eventually get a house, create my own business, do a lot of things that a lot of young fellas, a lot of young people want to do the same thing. Thank God I was able to, accomplish a lot of the things. Bought a house. I got my own business.
Got married.
Had a
exactly.
Child.
You forgot about me, huh?
And I got another one on the way, and I'm only 24 years old.
24.
Tell us about your mindset, why other 24-year-olds don't have that same mindset, or tell us what you saw differently growing up. Tell us what made you think the way you think now.
I always think about my family, always been there for my family. I know the things that my mom went through, she struggled so much when I was a kid. When me and my brother, she raised her pretty much by herself.
Shout out to all the moms out there.
All the moms out there, all the single moms.
Single moms.
I don't know how to do it, to be honest. I didn't want for my kids to go through the same thing. I wanted them to have a better education. I wanted to be able to pay for school. My mom couldn't, afford university. She couldn't. It was impossible for her. She didn't have the funds. She didn't have anything. So at a young age, I put a goal. I need to do better. I need to do better to just show people that everything is possible.
Okay.
Regardless of your condition, regardless of where you at, regardless of where you came from, regardless of your ethnicity, nothing should stop you for what you want to accomplish at all.
So what I'm hearing is that because you were being raised by your mom was a single mom. So it sounds like you wanted to take some of the burden off of her, right? You wanted to be independent, right? You wanted to do things where she doesn't depend on just her abilities to take care of you. You wanted to take care of yourself. I can relate to that. I understand what you mean. But what about your environment made you do that? Because I know there's a lot of people in the same situations, but they choose other things, right? So I know when I grew up, I went to Northwestern High School, and it was a gang-heavy school, and a lot of the kids were in the same scenario as well, right? Single family, or they only live with their mom, or somebody wasn't at home that would probably mold them into something, right? So they chose to do other things. What about you was different? You know what I mean?
Okay, I was always around older people. At a young age, I was always around people older than me. I never really had young friends. I never really had friends really my age. So, they were already
old, man.
they were already, ahead of step of me. So I kind of wanted to be at the same step they were at my age which it was impossible at the same time. But now I can really say, not a lot of 24 years old can say, I own a house, I'm married, have a kid, and I'm doing good in life.
Cool.
I got a couple of business. I got a printing business called Overall Prints. We do all the type of printings. We do shirts, we do hoodies, we do everything. I also, I'm a coach. I like kids. Wilson Woods High School gave me so much that I wanted it to give back to them some way or other.
So how's that coaching experience been for you?
Oh, I love it, man. It's great. The kids are my kids.
What do you coach?
I coach baseball.
Do they pay you for that? Do you see that as another stream of income for you, or just another thing to do as a hobby, or how do you see the whole baseball thing in that sense?
I see it both ways. It's money, of course. I get paid providing my service. I also looking at giving the kids opportunity that I never had. I never really had a person that was there for me all the time. I never really had good coaching that really much cared for me, like pretty much he was my own father. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of those kids really need somebody to be there at all time. And for us being there at the field pretty much the whole afternoon, and during the summer, we there morning, afternoon, as much as possible. They forget about all the problems going on around their life, everything, and they just there to focus on baseball, to be better in life.
That's awesome.
So what age group is your baseball team?
I coach from 13U all the way to 18U. I coach, all around there. I love it. I love giving back, and of course, love even more because I love baseball.
That's awesome.
That's what I do.
So not only are you coaching, doing something you love in that sense, because you grew up playing baseball, right?
Correct.
So now you're also seeing the benefits of the things that you took advantage of, and now you're not only coaching, but you're also mentoring these kids, which is something that's priceless, right? Too. So that's awesome, man.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely proud of you. I'm one of your old friends.
Thank you.
I don't see you as a friend. I see you more as a brother. I see you more as a cousin. For you, and your wife, see you guys as family. And because you are younger, and I do see some of your younger side sometimes, I almost feel like I have a responsibility too. So sometimes advise you. And you see that all the time.
All the time.
I'll tell you stuff.
When we don't want to hear it too.
When we don't want to hear it.
That's okay, because that's,
But we need you, man. We need you.
We definitely are proud of you. I want to tell you that we're very proud of you. I definitely didn't have that mentality. I had that itch during that age. I had so many other worries and expectations and goals and all sorts of things at that age. Based on what you say, your environment played a big factor as to why you did the things you did, and you took a different route than most of the kids and most of the young fellas around your age. So I also want to bring attention to your wife, because I know that J-Lo is also a top hustler, and we only
I'm an underdog.
We only hang with hustlers around here, so it's no mistake on why they're on the mic right now. Yeah, please tell me, a little bit about how you guys met and, what you guys accomplished together.
Okay, so we met through a mutual friend. I was playing baseball. Actually, one of my friends that I play baseball with, we actually happened to work out together at a facility in D.C., and she went to school with him. One day, she happened to come back from Ecuador. That's where she's from. She asked him. Well, her mom is from there.
Go ahead, plug that other side, J-Lo. Go ahead.
I know.
So she wanted it to work out.
I'm a little mix. I got Salvador in me too.
Yeah.
She wanted it to work out, and she asked him because he has he's posting videos and things like that of the facility. And then she came to work out, and I just happened to be there. We met. At first we didn't really talk that much.
So J-Lo was looking for a baller.
Pretty much.
I was looking for my A-Rod.
Looking for an A-Rod. There you go. J-Lo was looking for
Because Mark
A-Rod.
Anthony didn't work.
He can't hit a baseball, huh?
Right.
Everything from there, we started talking. We got together.
No. Let's fix that a little
Yeah,
bit.
let me hear your side.
Right.
Let me hear your side.
Because
J-Lo.
you didn't talk to me.
I didn't.
He thought he was the big boss or something over there. So then he's introducing himself to my brother, and I'm just like, I catch his name. I was like, oh, hi, Pedro. And then that's when he was just like,
you got to act
hi.
cool sometimes,
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's the young side.
That's the young
Right.
side right there, yeah. After
so
that,
things from there just kind of trickled down.
trying
and
to trickle
here we
down,
are.
we got serious, became boyfriend and girlfriend. Next thing you know, I proposed to her. A few years after that, we got married.
Turned up.
It's been
In DR.
right.
I remember.
We got married in the yard, which was an awesome
And DC.
wedding. We got 2 weddings. We did it big.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
right.
We got married in DC.
Listen, y'all.
2017.
This couple, this power couple, accomplished a lot. Not only did things the right way, they were products of the church. They followed the church. They got married. They had a wedding here. Then they had a wedding in the other. That's how much they were balling. Listen up.
You know, so we did it big. It's a one-time experience. We wanted to do it big. We wanted to do it for the family. We wanted to do it for the friends. We have 2 weddings for the people that couldn't afford to go to the yard. So that's why we had one here first, 2017. Then in 2018, in the summertime, that's where the big church wedding came in through. We did it in the yard. It was great. We did tour with the family after the wedding.
We got to go back, man.
It was amazing.
We got to go back.
And then, you know, together we really have accomplished a lot. You know, we have a beautiful son. We have another one on the way.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
You know,
you.
she's due in November. So we told ourselves, what can we do to make our lives better, to make our family lives better? And, you know, our future family coming along. We have to think together. We have to think about college funds. We have to think about all of this stuff because our parents really didn't think about that when we were growing up.
Right.
You know, they didn't have somebody.
Or just being immigrants, you know.
Right, being
that's not the
immigrants.
first thing. Or they don't have any type of hereditary money from generations before us. So then going through that, you know, it was our own goals to set forth for our future. Just being first generation college students and graduating. I mean, my mom immigrated a long time ago when she was pretty much 15, but she doesn't necessarily consider herself as an American, you know what I mean? It's still kind of, her roots are from back home, and that's how I was raised. Learning from her, learning from our moms, and going through that experience, motivating us to succeed and think differently, also at a young age, has put us where we are now, I think.
I want to make it clear to everyone what exactly you guys have accomplished. You guys are already married. You have a child. You own your own house. Single family house.
Single family home.
Right. So, Pedro, you hustle on the side. I know you watch dogs.
Correct.
Right. As well as I do. You also are a baseball coach.
Correct.
You started a printing company, shirts and merchandise company as well. It's called Overall Prints. Look them up. You also are working with another partner, family partner, on opening up a gym as we speak. We guys are working on opening that, and it's going to be called MM Performance Center. So again, this guy's 24 years old. And all these things he has accomplished, and he's still not done. And J-Lo as well. She's also doing makeup. Can you elaborate a little bit on how you doing your thing?
So I think makeup started, or just the realm of beauty had started when I was fairly young. I did a pageant in high school my senior year. I won Miss District of Columbia Teen USA 2010.
Booyaka!
Went to nationals.
I got a model, man.
Oh my gosh. Anyways.
That's right.
From there, that was kind of inspiration. Again, taking it back to like my mom, you know, she was my main inspiration because she also was Miss Ecuador here in DC.
Okay.
Very, very young.
Generation of models.
Yeah. You know, she was pretty much my coach. Of course, we didn't afford it. Even though we lived here, you know, you would think, oh, yeah, you know, you're maybe at a different status, but it's not true. You know, beauty was kind of in the back burner of my head. And so then now having, you know, one child, another one on the way, and with everything going on with COVID, it's kind of like, I can't look for a job right now. There's no way. So I also joined Beauty Counter. And so that's, of course, skincare, makeup, and it's clean beauty. So it's very healthy for everyone. You know, if people have cancer, it's some type of allergies. It's, I don't want to say natural, but they do a lot of testing and it's effective for all. So if you ever need something, let me know. I'm there. Going now with my husband, you know, we started saying, okay, well, what are we going to do with creating a family? Let's start putting money aside so we start this generational wealth, because we didn't have it before. So we bought like life insurance for ourselves, for our children later down the road. Yeah.
Most people don't do it.
Our culture, right?
Our culture.
Yeah.
Hispanics, they don't believe in insurance, or they just don't know about it, or they just don't.
Right.
They're just not understanding that benefit of getting life insurance. I want all our people to listen to this and understand that, you know, it's another way that you can help out family and your kid. You know, we got to get hip. We got to get smart. So one of the reasons why we have this young power couple here is so they can share their story to let you guys know that it's doable for everyone. You know, if they could do it, you could do it. And they're starting out young. It's never too late to educate yourself, and everything that's really is going to empower you and your family to be better positioned for generations, you know, after you. So anyways, I don't want to take your shine away, but yeah, life insurance.
Yeah, so life insurance for us, and then of course, you know, thinking about then life insurance for our kids, because they're going to get to college at one point, and if we have the means now to pay for it or, you know, save up, then by the time they get to college, we have all of those funds ready in the case that they don't get scholarships. Maybe, you know, sometimes you have to think, if we're starting this now, you never know how much it can grow, and our income is going to be where we might not receive any type of help. So save early, then do it later. And I think always motivating each other, pushing each other, like even if you don't like what I'm going to tell you tonight, I'm starting our overall prints company. You know, it was always the same thing in the back burner of our heads, like, okay, what are we going to do for ourselves? We need some type of other stream of income. And, you know, just reading stuff, viewing things and stuff like that, you think rich people get richer because they have multiple streams of income.
Tell us a little bit more about what are your overall prints. I want to know a little bit more about your overall prints. Can you elaborate on what it is that, you know, it actually is?
Well, the name pretty much says it itself.
Says it all.
You know, we do all type of customized shirts, we do hoodies, shirts, any type of mugs, plates.
You guys did a bunch of orders for the pandemic. You
We
face
did.
masks as
We
well,
had a
right?
lot of face mask orders to get done, you know, for a lot of schools because they wanted to be on campus, but at the same time they couldn't. So they just needed to be something to protect themselves, and we were there for them. We did face masks, a lot of them. You know, we did over probably 200 face masks.
For Gator Ball as well.
Yeah.
I think they had like a late order and they weren't going to get it on time, and we were able to do some hats for them to use for their tournament, and that was embroidery as well. So kind of anything you need, mugs, you know, gifts for Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, any type of occasion, or just anything in general. That's why we kind of made it so broad in being it overall prints, but it's definitely something significant to each person that orders. And then now opening also, Pedro, the MN Performance Center.
Yeah, man. You know, lately it's been great. We're trying to get this gym up and running as soon as possible. You know, I'm doing it with my brother and a cousin of mine. You know, we saw a space, we saw an opportunity, and then we was like, you know, a lot of our kids, like I said, we pretty much mentor to them. A lot of kids that we coach, and we just want to provide more for them. As you know, winter's coming around, you're not gonna be able to do many things outside. We saw the space, we saw the opportunity. We were putting this gym together. I would probably say it's gonna be open running, you know, for the public. We're not just doing it for baseball. We're doing it for anybody that wants to be fit, anybody that, you know, wants to feel comfortable the way they look, the way they feel. Some people go through depression just because of the overweight, things like. Everybody's beautiful, you know. Everybody's beautiful, but we providing a space to make you even more beautiful, trying to make you feel more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make you even more comfortable who you are. Man. You know, you should feel comfortable no matter what. But some people go through more than others.
Yeah, speaking of going through more than others, you know, a lot of people don't have this mindset that you guys have because they're afraid of something stopping them or failures along the way. Can you guys kind of tell us, has there been, of course, it's been good and bad, right? Can you talk a little bit about what's not working or give us any information on that?
I think just jumping and doing it. If you don't do it, you're going to stay at the same place. Sorry to say, but if you fail, then you'll learn from your failure. And that's how you'll keep learning and keep going to become successful or try to reach a goal or something you want in life. Because
don't quit, right? Don't quit.
Exactly.
Have
You're
that
not
note.
supposed to quit.
What does Nike's slogan say?
Just do it.
Just do it. They don't say just try it or maybe think about it. It says just do it. You know what I mean? So a lot of people put buts on their life. You can't start with a but. You got to start is what's going to be the outcome? You know, how can I get this done? Once you start putting buts and but here, but maybe not, maybe yes. If you have a vision, you have a goal, you have to jump on it. You can't just wait. Time, how do I put this?
Time waits for no man.
Time doesn't wait for anyone. You know,
It doesn't.
I definitely hear what you're saying. This is something that I try to teach my kids too. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. have a no quit attitude in a sense. That way, you know, you're always forcing yourself to keep trying, right? It's not if you fall, you're going to get up. Is, you know, how many times you get up. Again, you know, we definitely commend you guys for everything you guys do. In my own way also, you know, even being older, you know, I look up to you guys too. And I see you guys as motivators, and I want to motivate you guys. And I want you guys to be able to influence everyone else around you, and especially the people that look like you, especially the people that are the same age as you. A lot of people don't have that influence, right? So give back, you know, exactly what you're doing. Keep giving back to the community, keep giving back to the people around you, and I think, you know, a little bit at a time will make a difference, right? So this is why it's important for you guys to put your voice out there. So why do you guys feel, in your perspective, people that look like you, the people that are your age, what makes them not try to accomplish, you know, some of the things they want to accomplish in a positive way? What is your observation on why you think that is?
Sometimes I think it's fear and also support. They're fearful that, you know, if they fail, then they'll be judged a certain way, because we live in a time now that people are very judgmental, or bullying's happening and things like that. But also, if you fall back, like, they don't have a mom, they don't have a dad or somebody to push them and say, no, okay, you failed, but let's keep pushing. I'm going to keep pushing you. And I think we can kind of talk about that when we bought our house. You know what I mean? My mom was kind of behind us every step of the way, because she went through it already with buying a house. In a different year, in a different era, she became a homeowner too. Pedro not kind of having that knowledge, because again, he's from DR and came, you know, it was a little bit more difficult for him, because it's credit, it's all of this stuff, and him being so young, it's harder. So
You have to build that up.
Right, exactly. So then my mom said, no, you guys can do it. And I think one of the things she said to him too that I remember clearly was, I guess I have to say it in Spanish and I'll translate after.
Yeah, do your thing. We got all listeners here. Don't worry.
Si te casas, casa quieres. So that pushed him pretty much saying what my mom was telling him. It's like, okay, if you want to get married with my daughter, well, now you have to provide for her. And one of the things you provide is a home.
We talked about that in a different episode. So
Tell me about it.
I hear a little bit of forced motivation too, huh?
So, I mean, I think that kind of inspired him to also be like, okay, well, yeah, I mean, I want this big step with your daughter, but now let me put my pants up, even though I'm young.
Right. I mean, she said it because it wasn't like it wasn't a force. It wasn't something.
She wasn't kicking us out either.
That, you know, that she was forcing me to do, like, oh, if I got to marry, I have to buy a home. But she was saying it because she saw the potential that we had. She saw the things that we could accomplish. Why not do it?
Absolutely.
You know, why not do it, and why not just do it now before you guys can actually welcome a baby into his own home? You know, that was before our first child was born. Things that I actually just keep a lot of this young generation nowadays to not really just accomplish a lot of things. The major one is, you know, graduate from college, is the kids have to work, you know, to help around the house. But a lot of those kids also say, oh, I don't have time for it. I don't have time for this. I wanna go to school, but I don't have time. It's not that you don't have time. It's always time. There's night classes. There's online classes. You can do it.
It's what you choose to do.
It's what you choose to do. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't we just text about that shit the other day?
Exactly. My last semester in college, I did it online. Why? Because I was working. I needed to help my mom around. I needed to do stuff. I had a vision.
So stop making excuses.
Exactly.
Y'all.
You don't have to stop your education. If you want to proceed your I know college is not for everybody. I know that. I understand that. But if you want to do it, don't put excuses, because it can be done.
Right.
And I say it can be done. The time you can put up some time for it.
That's for anything, you know. Now, after everything I learned, I will say if you want to go to school, go to school. If you want to learn a trade, you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, something that requires school. But honestly, my suggestion is start a business. Buy a house, invest your money. That's my suggestion in that, you know, in that sense. Everybody needs school, but school is a business itself, right?
Yep.
So if you're gonna be a nurse, you need schooling, right? So go to school. Surround yourself with people that you know.
That's what I was gonna say. Surround yourself with the right people. Do your own research. You know what I mean? Definitely. What can you do? Like your mentality. I mean, you put it best. What can you do for you? And surrounding yourself with the best people. Doing your own research, or not putting in the excuses. All those things that have helped you all be what you are today, and avoiding this peer pressure that most young people fall into as well too. Of what's in the media nowadays. Social media definitely a big one. But
Absolutely. I mean, nowadays you guys have a whole different distraction that I guess I didn't have growing up.
well, you see where you got it now, man.
Yeah, social media nowadays is taking time. You don't understand how much time.
Unless you use it correctly.
There you go.
Unless you use it, like you said, what you do with your time. And I'm the biggest one, right? And I didn't even talk about how I know Pedro and J-Lo. I know them through my fiance, who whoop, whoop. There you go. And I too saw the same thing that Davey saw. A young man with the old soul, but really with a lot of information to give and a lot of potential still. And J-Lo just being a wonderful, warm person. And I too see you as more than just a friend. You know what I mean? And enjoy, spending time with you guys and really learning from you all as well, too. Absolutely learning from you all as well.
Absolutely.
And I think between us two, I think we like to surround ourselves with older people to learn, but to also, just share those common attributes of learning from each other, Just looking at Davey with Sonia, as a power couple themselves and having kids and successful pretty young. And seeing you, Jose, now proposing to Linda as one of my good friends and things like that, I think that's been nice to see.
Hey, I'm telling you, all I did was what you guys did. You guys set the bar. Now I'm only doing one wedding though, Linda. Okay, we only doing one wedding. But no,
I gotta tell her now.
No, really, it's. I think all the information that you guys have is definitely beneficial for any of our listeners. I mean, please, take heed to all the advice. And I know they've already given their recommendations, but any last thoughts that you guys want to add to this episode before we go ahead and, close this one out? Any last thoughts? Any last thoughts from anybody? Davey, any last thoughts?
What do you guys recommend people that look like you should be doing based on what you've done and what worked for you? What should everyone be doing that looks like it's in the same age group as you?
Kind of following your dream. Everybody has their own passion, their own motivation. And how can that passion drive you to maybe make monetary income? Sometimes nowadays, unfortunately, we have to think about that because through COVID, I think, we've all learned worldwide that we need to find our talent and see how that can be put forth to the world and monetize that. Just looking for other streams of income. Like I said before, the rich get wealthier because there's multiple streams of income. If you only have one, what you're doing is just letting go money. Where's your savings? Thinking about savings, thinking about investment, thinking about having like life insurance, creating that financial wealth for generations after you, for your kids and things like that. I think that's one of my recommendations. And I guess once you find that partner too, inspiring them to become better every day. They might not like it when you tell them, but
Definitely don't.
Yeah.
Shots fired, Pedro. Shots fired.
But that sticks to your mind, and right. you want to just keep pushing because they're telling you because of something, not necessarily because they don't want the best of you. They want the best so you guys can both succeed together as a couple.
Definitely. I know that. I know that one firsthand, you know what I mean?
Man, I would all these young people out there, man, I ought to say is don't ever give up. Don't give up. Set your goals, set your dreams, follow them. Hey, we all gonna fall. Not everything's gonna be accomplished, but
it's not an easy road either.
It's not. There's bumps all over it. Trust me. Our life has not been perfect, as you guys hear, and there's been a lot of up and downs all the time. But we never give up. We stick together. We support each other. That's one of the things. She can have a bad day. I can have a bad day. But we're not gonna just throw each other under the bus. We're not gonna just separate each other because something will say. We always there to support each other. It's about time that you actually start thinking a little more mature. It's just like all you want to do is just what this famous young person is doing on Instagram. You want to be going out this way, spending money at the club, blowing money here, buying the new shoes, buying expensive clothes, buying this, but then you're going to complain because you have $2 on your savings. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'd rather put $100 on my savings than give me a $10 pair of shoes. That's the same. That mindset will get you far because you actually spending money on what you need, not spending money on what you want every single day. Because if it's like that, we all will be broke.
Absolutely.
All of us will be broke. And this table right here, we all will be broke if we buy everything that we want every day.
And not only that, it's not a good investment. So, you have to be able to understand that at that age, right, all we want to do is look good. We want to, like you said, go to the club and pop bottles and get that.
Fall in line with what's shown
What's
to you,
going
right?
on, right?
What's shown to you, really, right?
Yeah, show off.
So a lot that I took from this whole conversation was developing better habits, right? As at a young age, develop those investment habits, developing those, and learning how.
Good influences.
And I just want to thank you guys for sharing your experience with us, and we know you got a lot more to still accomplish, and you will do it because you guys just do it. Right?
Just do it. Shout out to Lesson Learned, No Guarantees. Thank you so much for having us today. It's been great. And like I said, just do it, baby.
And with that, man, I think we're going to go ahead and close this one out. Again, we want to remind you all to follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram, everywhere you listen to podcasts. The website is www.lessonslearnednoguarantees.com.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
You have been listening to Lessons Learned, No Guarantees podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, don't be selfish. Share it with a friend. Never miss an episode and subscribe on Apple Podcast or whatever platform you use. Please rate, review, and find us on YouTube and social media. We're out.